be together or apart, it's your choice. And if you have any props laying around, you want to take under the chest or even under the pelvis, that's a really great option. So go ahead and take your time, go for child's pose. Take a moment to yourself, just to breathe, take a breath, and we'll get started. As you take your child's pose, you feel very welcome to let your arms be long, out in a V, maybe creating a diamond or even a pillow for the head. Those knees could be close together or far apart. Either way, the toes are pointed at each other. Starting to notice the rib cage get a little heavier. Pelvis start weighting downward. We'll start to slow down our breath. Maybe close the eyes. And see if you can make your inhale just a little longer. See if you can make your exhale just a little longer. As your breath gets a little longer and slower, I want you to start coming to an intention for today's practice. On that inhale, draw focus into that intention. A real honest look at how that intention is going to help you today. Every exhale, feeling yourself settle down into the present moment on your mat. Any sounds, noises, distractions, it's okay that they're present. But start to settle into where you're at. Whether your house is calm or noisy, just embrace your environment and acknowledge that your practice is strong and steady no matter what. If you find any distractions in the mind, just acknowledge them and then place them beyond your mat. Maybe after class you can return to those to-dos. Maybe after class those distractions don't seem as important. We're going to start to work a little deeper into our Ujjayi pranayama breath. It's deep inhales through the nose and long exhales through the mouth with a little constriction in the back of the throat. We'll start by sighing out the breath. Seal the lips. And inhale through the nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long exhale through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale through the nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find your own rhythm. And on your next inhale, notice the way the belly expands, not just in the front of the belly, but the ribs and even the back. As you exhale, feel that 360 breath soften. Notice how your pelvis and sternum relax downward a little more. Feel your breath in, be expansive in that 360 shape. Front, side, and back body. When you exhale, letting go of all that air. As you continue to breathe, go ahead and outstretch your arms if they're not already. If you've chosen to bring your knees wide and your hips are getting a little tired, feel free to draw them in. We're going to take a really low thread the needle down in our child's pose. Keep your right arm long. Slide your left arm under the right shoulder and then lay down on your left shoulder with the left side of your head down on the mat. It looks just like thread the needle, but we're nice and low. Maybe keep the eyes closed here. Just notice the way our shoulder feels. Maybe notice how this twist also affects the hips and the spine. We're going to gently start to release, coming back center for a full breath on your own. When you're ready to take the other side, keep the left arm long. Slide the right arm under the left shoulder. Lay on the right shoulder. Bring the right side of the face down to the mat. Once again, it's just like thread the needle. We're really low with this child's pose. As you take this side, noticing differences. Any imbalances you feel in the body today are perfectly okay. The way our organs are positioned in our body are asymmetrical. The way we interact with the world is asymmetrical, dominant and non-dominant sides. So no criticism of yourself if you notice these imbalances. Just notice. Be a good student of your own body. Work through it. We're gently going to come back center again. Take a full breath to find that center. We're going to come into a low tabletop. Gently draw the knees under the hips. And come onto your forearms. Elbows under shoulders and knees under hips. If it feels good to tuck the toes, go for it. Otherwise, feel free to keep them long. Not turning in the toes, but extending the line of your shin with long feet. On your next inhale, gently gaze forward, even if it's just to the top of your mat. Exhale, drop the head as far between the biceps as you can, and then round up through the belly. We're going to take these cat-cows from this position. Inhale, belly drops, tailbone up, gaze forward. Gentle, small movements in this position. Exhale, drop the head, tuck the pelvis, pull the belly up into the spine. Go ahead and continue at your own pace. Just notice the difference in your mobility. It's going to be less in this shape due to the position of your shoulders, and that's okay. You might find you get more rounding in the cervical spine or through the neck. Feels good to start moving organically. Be rocking side to side, go for it. Maybe taking the whole body through gentle circles, one way and then the other. Imagine a really gentle dancing lion. Full tabletop. Go ahead and gently draw the hands under the shoulders. Take a moment to find your alignment. Gaze down between the thumbs. Engage the low belly just so we can straighten out the low back. Maybe peek at your thighs and make sure they're parallel. And your feet are long or mindfully tucked. On your next inhale, drop the belly, shine the chest forward, gaze forward, tailbone up. Exhale, pull the belly up into the spine, drop the head and the pelvis. Take your full cat and cow, go for it. Notice the stretch as you inhale through the front body and a contraction of muscles through your back body. As you exhale, it's the opposite. Stretch through your back body, contract through your front body. As you feel this opposition continue on your own, I want you to feel the warming and stretching on each side. Notice the way not only your spine feels, but your shoulders and shoulder blades, your hips and low back, and also your neck. If it feels good to start moving organically, go for it. You take big barrel rolls in your chest, moving into dancing lion. Whatever you do, do it slowly. And allow every exhale to help soften any tension points. Not being afraid to lean into any spots that need extra time to soften. Start to find a resolution. Gently coming back to your tabletop. We're going to walk our hands out slightly to come into a knees down plank. Gently draw the pelvis between the shoulders and the knees so the whole body comes into a long straight line. As you push the floor away, feel that the shoulder blades are far away from each other and the shoulders are away from the ears. If it feels better to bend the knees, go for it. Take a strong inhale and gaze at your mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Slowly lower with control. All the way down to the mat. Lengthen the feet if they're not already. Inhale, lift the hands to the chest. Cobra, no hands. Exhale, child's pose. Sit back. We're going to flow right through it. Exhale as you get back. Inhale, plank. Keep those knees down. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, no hands. And exhale, child's pose. Keep going. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's. We're going to take that 2 more times. Keep that breath steady. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, child's. This set's a little different. You got it. Just listen carefully. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down flat. Bring the arms to goalpost wide. Bring the right side of the face down to the mat for scorpion pose. Begin to bend the left knee. Reach the left toes around to the right elbow. You're going to come onto the right side of your hip. And it's okay to really turn the torso, especially if you're accommodating for your bust line, chest. You can gently lift the torso, turn the body, and then lay back down. It's also going to increase the stretch on your shoulder. If it feels better to widen your reach or change the angle of your arms any way, go for it. Gently start to unwind, rolling onto the belly, bring the knees to touch, and then straighten the legs. Right knee comes out to the side for half frog. Arms can come under the head like a pillow, or into another shape that's comfortable. And If you feel that your mobility wants it, you can always straighten the right leg. From here, just pause, use that breath, soften both hip bones down. And if it feels good, you can bring your hands into a Sphinx position. Forearms down, shining the chest forward. We're going to stay here for another 5 breaths. So pick the position that feels good. And just pause. If you are in Sphinx, feel free to drop that head. Try to find a position wherever you're at, the most softness will come into your tension points. We're going to turn this pose into a twist. So gently bring the hands to the mat if they're not already. Take the left hand and slide it under the right shoulder, laying the left shoulder down onto the mat, and then roll onto the left side completely. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling and then opens out, so we're in a spinal twist. Arm position of your choice. The left leg is straight, the right knee is bent, and thighs across the body. Come back to that breath. Come back to your intention. Continue to just soften into that exhale. Bring focus through your inhale. Slowly unwind, gently closing the right arm over the left, beginning to straighten both legs and come back onto the belly. Bring the arms out to goal pose for scorpion on the other side. Bring the left side of the face down to the mat, bend the right knee, and start to bring the right toes all the way to the left elbow. Once again, you can really turn the body to accommodate that. As you stretch, maybe you notice some imbalances on the left shoulder. Be really gentle, change that shape however you need. And use that exhale just to soften. This is a big hip opener and a big shoulder opener. So give your mind a reminder to be gentle, even as the body is doing a lot. You're going to slowly begin to unwind. Gently bringing the knees together. Rolling onto the belly. Hands can form a pillow under the forehead. Left knee comes out to the side for a left frog pose. Option to flex the left ankle and straighten the left leg entirely. Wherever you're at, this right leg is straight, left leg is bent. Both hip bones starting melt towards the floor. You have a lot of options here. You're welcome to change the shape in any way you need, especially those arms. It feels good to come into a Sphinx pose, really drawing the chest forward, maybe drawing that neck into a more comfortable position. Go for it. Start to turn this pose into that spinal twist. Gently bring your hands to the mat if they're not already. Slide the right arm under the left shoulder and then fully roll onto the right side. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling and then opens on whatever shape feels comfortable. Once again, the right leg is straight, left thigh is across the body, and our arms are in whatever shape feels good. Be closing the eyes, give ourselves a little extra encouragement to return to that intention. Slowly start to unwind, left arm closing over the right. Gently starting to roll onto the floor. Gently press back to your child's pose, knees together. Your body can accommodate it. Feel the stretch through the low back. Maybe rock side to side. Softening through the hips and the back, which have just done quite a lot of opening. And very gently, we'll work into our first down dog. Spread those fingers wide, tuck the toes, and start to lift the hips. Feel very welcome to pedal the feet or swivel the hips as soon as they lift. Whatever feels good to work into this position, do it. The lower body might need some of that working in, but let's firm up the upper body. Fingers spread wide. Ears between the biceps. Try to make the back of the neck a little longer. I like to gaze at my toes to help make that happen. And our spine is long and straight. Tailbone reaches up and back. It's okay to bend the knees. It's okay if the heels don't touch the mat. You want to drive the heels down anyways. We're going to come through a low flow, just like we did with our knees down, but this time knees up. And I want to encourage you to wave through the spine. Let's practice that one time just to remind yourself what that is. Bend the knees, tuck the pelvis, and imagine a wave or a ripple coming from the low back to the middle back, rippling through the upper back, and then flattening out into your plank. If that feels good, go ahead and take that for our 3 low flows. Ready? Gently roll it forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, or up dog if it's calling your name. Exhale, down dog. Feel free to pass through tabletop to get there. Start to roll forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog on your inhale. And exhale, down dog. One more time. Build that heat. Deep inhale. Roll into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Start to tippy toe the feet all the way to the hands. Ragdoll. Hang upside down, maybe reach the opposite elbows. Option to bend the knees, whatever feels good, do it. It's like a little traction for the spine. Crown the head like a magnet towards the floor. First time we stand today, it's going to be a roll up. So let's release the arms. Gently bend the knees slightly. Drop the tailbone. Start to roll up. First by engaging the lowest part of your belly to support the lowest part of your back. Rolling up with that strength in the core, and stacking up the shoulders last. They're going to roll back when you're ready. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Stand even taller. Engage that core. Squeeze through midline. Just squeeze your hands together. Inhale, cycle the arms. Exhale, downward chair. We're just flowing it through. Arms of your choice. Inhale, tall. Exhale, bring the hands down to point at the floor and lift the chest for a little back bend like locust. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, plank. Your choice where you want your knees to be. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog on your inhale. And exhale, down dog. After sun salutation, we're going to take it 4 more times. Bend the knees, lift the heels, inhale. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, hinge to stand. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, cycle the arms. Exhale, sit down into your chair. Inhale, tall. Exhale, little locust, back bend. Arms down, chest forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Find that breath. You got it. Inhale, your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. 3 more times. Use that breath. Inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, hinge to stand. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, cycle the arms. Exhale, find your chair. Inhale, stretch tall. Exhale, standing locust. Inhale, tall. Exhale, forward fold. Lots of arm movement. Use that breath. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog on your inhale. And exhale, down dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, deep inhale. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, cycle the arms. Exhale, chair. Inhale, tall. Exhale, standing locust. Pull that chest through. Inhale, tall. Exhale, fold. Awesome breath. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, bend the knees, lift the heels. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, hinge to stand. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, cycle the arms. Exhale, chair. Inhale, tall. Exhale, standing locust. Inhale, tall. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Plant the hands, inhale for plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. We're pausing here. You have about 5 breaths to rest in down dog, or child's pose, or puppy. If you'd like to take puppy with me, keep the arms long and straight. Bend the knees, and then start to walk the hands forward. Sinking down, so the knees are at a right angle. And the chest is trying to stretch down towards the floor. Forehead is on the mat. Try not to look right or left. Keep everything in line. If this is too much on the shoulders, no big deal. Feel free to bend. Maybe create a diamond shape with the arms. Wherever you choose to be, down dog, under your child. We have about 3 more long breaths on your own. Close the eyes, come back to your intention, breathe. Tabletop. From wherever you're at, bring the knees under the hips, hands under shoulders. We're going to thread the needle. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread the right arm under the left. Lay on the right shoulder, right side of the face down. The left arm can stretch to the top of the mat. Maybe it moves to the ceiling or the left hip, or even binds to the right hip. You have infinite options here. Listen to your body. Feel free to play or enjoy wherever you're at. Slowly start to release whatever you're in. Bring the left hand back by the face. Inhale the right arm up to the ceiling. Press the floor away. Exhale, tabletop. Right foot comes out to the side. Place it on the floor. Right toes face forward. Sit back onto your heels. You might feel a nice groin stretch in the right leg. Feel free to find movement here or just to pause. If you need more or less intensity, feel free to adjust how the right foot lays on the floor. Maybe turning the toes more out or forward makes that movement, that stretch feel different. Gently release. Bring the left hip over the left knee. Bring the right knee into the chest. Hug it in. Use that core. On your next inhale, send your foot behind you, flex the ankle, and keep the toes pointed down. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, draw it in. One more time. Inhale, behind you. Exhale, draw it in. Step the right foot between the hands, low lunge. In your low lunge, your right toes point forward. Left toes are long behind you or tucked. Your choice of arms. You can bring your hands to the knees, hips, or straight up. Whatever feels good here, allow the weight of the pelvis and the body to help drive down and forward. You might notice the way your hips are also rooted forward, not open. We're all parallel here. Half splits. Gently reach the arms down to the floor. This is a great time for blocks. Slide your weight back. Left hip over the left knee. Scoot the right foot forward and fold into your front leg. If you have your full splits handy and you really want to take them, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, here in our half split, we're trying to lift the right toes, and we're supported by a right ankle in the left knee. Imagine the chest moving towards the shin. Lizard pose. Go ahead and step onto your right foot. Turn the right toes When you're ready, and if you're ready, you're welcome to start to drop the chest, maybe just using chaturanga arms or dropping down to the forearms. If you have any other versions of lizard that you're craving, go for it. Otherwise, wherever you're at, if your left knee is down, I want you to think about pointing the kneecap straight into the floor. So not rolling to the outside of the left kneecap, really rooting it downward. Runner's lunge. Gently begin to release, hands down to the mat. Frame out your front foot. Tuck your back toes. Here in your runner's lunge, we're going to come into a three-legged dog. Press your hands down, send your right foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Full down dog, drop that foot, exhale. Inhale, plank, option to wave that spine forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Continue to breathe naturally. Tabletop. Gently drop those knees. Make sure the wrists are right under the shoulders. Thread the needle. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it under the right arm. So the left shoulder and the left side of the face are down on the mat. Our knees are at a right angle. And our right hand can be by the face, to the top of the mat, ceiling, hip, or even bind to the left hip crease. Wherever you choose to be, feel free to stay or play. Gently start to release. And on your next inhale, reach the right arm up to the ceiling. Press it down. And then take the left arm out and up. Deep inhale. Exhale, full tabletop. Gently move the left foot out to the side. The left toes are off the mat and pointing to the top. Gently start to sit down back. As you sit on to your right heel, feel free to adjust how deep you want to go. I'll move my hands out of the way so you can see left toes point forward to the top of our mat. And if you want to adjust the angle of your foot, your leg, find movement or stillness, go for it. Gently start to come back over the hands and knees. Bring the left thigh in under the chest. Inhale, stretch the foot behind you. Make sure to dial the toes down. Exhale, knee into the chest. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, into the chest. This time we're stepping it through low lunge. As you find your low lunge position, remember that your knees and feet are hip-width apart. Your left toes point forward. Your right toes are long behind you or tucked. Hands can be wherever you choose. Maybe to the knees, hips, or straight up. If you feel really different on this side, that's okay. Be gentle. And just see what works on this side. Our hips are really rooted forward, so we're not open, but we're squared off. Preparing for half split. Gently move the hands down. Slide over your back leg. Scoot the left foot forward as needed. And start to fold into a straight left leg. We're supported by a right ankle to right knee. If you're craving that full split again, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, just stay right here. Great opportunity for blocks as well. Chest towards the shin. Preparing for lizard. Start to release out of your pose. Step onto the left foot. Turn out the left toes, and then you have the option to sink lower if it feels good on this side. Whatever shape you take on this left side, take note of where your right kneecap is pointing. It should not roll to the outside, but instead point down. Even if you've tucked that back toe, point straight down. Gently release, preparing for runner's lunge. Frame out your front foot, tap your back toes. We're preparing for a three-legged dog. Plant those hands. Deep inhale, left foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, full down dog. Inhale, plank, option to wave. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, oh my God. And exhale, down dog. Bend the knees, lift the heels, deep inhale. Exhale, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, hinge to stand. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, cycle the arms. Exhale, chair. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, standing locust. Inhale, tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold and hold. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Keep the right foot where it is. Left foot back. Preparing for our warrior two. Spin the back heel down. Open up the arms, bringing the torso upright. Our hips should be nice and warm, but still be mindful of safety points. Right big toe is visible on the inside of the right knee. And our left foot is no more than a right angle of the back leg. Our core pull of the rib cage over the pelvis. Feel that good external rotation of the left leg. On your next inhale, slow up. Straight arms, straight legs, maybe even gaze at the ceiling. Exhale, press those hands down through space, back to warrior two. Two more times, inhale up. And exhale, press it down. Once more, inhale up. Exhale, press it down. Straighten your front leg on your inhale. Preparing for triangle, exhale, right fingertips over the right toes. And gently find your position. Right arm to the right floor or right shin. Left arm reaches up to the ceiling. Lots of energy up through that left hand. Using the strength of your core. Inhale all the way up. Straight arms, straight legs to the ceiling. Turn all 10 toes to face the left edge of your mat and exhale, forward fold in your straddle. All 10 toes face the same way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Your choice to reach under the feet, engage a little deeper, or just hang out. Take 3 breaths on your own. Pyramid on the right side. Start to walk your hands around towards the right foot. Scoot your back foot forward so all 10 toes face the top of your mat. And now you're in Exhale, chair. Inhale, tall. Exhale, standing locust. Inhale, tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold and hold. Bend the knees, plant the hands. Keep the left foot where it is. Right one steps back, runner's lunge. Prepare for your warrior two. Maybe widen your feet slightly. Drop your back heel and open up your arms, coming upright. Arms stretch wide, rib cage over the pelvis. Check that you can see your left big toe on the inside of the left knee, and your right foot is turned out no more than a right ankle to your back leg. Let's flow it up. Inhale, straight arms, straight legs, maybe gaze at the ceiling. And exhale, press those hands down through space. Inhale, up. Exhale, press it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, press down. Just the front leg. Inhale it straight. Exhale, left fingertips over the left toes. And keep breathing into your triangle. Right arm stretches up with lots of energy to help us balance here. Left hand anywhere along the leg or floor. Use the strength of your core. Inhale, upright. Arms up to the ceiling, straight legs. Turn all 10 toes to face the right side of your mat. And exhale, forward fold and strong. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold and hold. Choosing maybe to sway back and forth, reach for your feet, whatever feels good, do it. Start to resolve whatever you're doing. For pyramid pose, start to walk your hands around to the top of your mat. It's now your left foot. All 10 toes turn the same way. Then scoot that back foot forward and to hip width apart. Fold forward. 2 straight legs, all 10 toes face forward. Don't be afraid to really adjust to that stance. Gently step the right foot forward to meet the left. This time bringing the toes to touch so our feet are together. Toes stand to balance. Bend the knees, lift the heels. Bring the hips down to the heels. It's a great foot stretch and also our balance for today. Option to keep the hands down on the floor. Maybe use a prop, furniture around us to lift the body. Or you can practice bringing the hands to a body part like the knees, the hips, shoulders are up. In this position, we want to think about fanning the toes out, but our big toe is particularly rooted down to strengthen our ankles. In balancing poses, we find our drishti, our focal point. Find a spot in front of you. Every inhale, draw focus and stability from that point. When you exhale, feel like you can tether out to that. Finding balance and a little more centering. We're going to come to a seated position from this spot. Feel free to come through a little mobility challenge with me, or just have a seat. It's your choice. You can reach those arms forward or touch them to the mat as far forward as possible. From there, start to drop the heels. See if you can really gently. It might not be the most graceful thing we do today, but it's a really great mobility challenge. Let's gently slide forward a little bit, preparing for a Pilates roll down. Knees are bent, squeeze them together. Start to C-curve through the spine. Reach those arms forward, scooping out the belly and tucking the pelvis. Slow roll down. Feeling the very lowest vertebrae touch the floor first. Stretch it long when you reach the floor. Toes as far away from the fingers as possible. Laying cobblers. Gently bend the knees, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Option to keep the arms outstretched above you, maybe out to the side, maybe on the belly. Wherever you are, just close the eyes and breathe. You're very welcome to just stay here. Or if you want to come through a little spinal twist, close the left knee over the right, stacking the knees as best you can, and then reaching the left arm away, not just to the side, but diagonal up and to the side, feeling the longest line possible from the left knee through the left side of the body, up through the left shoulder and through the arm. Gently soften and release out of that twist. Coming back through cobblers. You're taking the next side with me. Close the right knee over the left. Feel like you're stacking the knees. And then stretch the right arm long. Not just to the side, maybe up and long. So you have the longest line from the right knee through the right side, shoulder and hand. Slowly release. Gently open those knees one more time for a full breath. Close the knees and then widen the feet to do the opposite, tenting the knees in towards each other. Close up those hips. I want you to think of any last pose, shape, or movement you need before Shavasana. And if you're ready for Shavasana, go ahead and move into that position. I'm going to come into seated. Maybe you want to stay on your back. Traditionally, our Shavasana is heels to the outside edge of the mat. Arms at a similar angle. Maybe fetal position sounds good to you today. Maybe you grab that couch cushion nearby and give yourself a little footrest or a headrest. However you choose to take Shavasana, do it with only how you feel right now in mind. Unconcerned with how your Shavasana looked last time or will look next time. Just soften the body in the best way you can find. Notice the weight of the body, the worklessness, the effortlessness. Notice every bit of the body that can melt downward into the floor. It does. Feeling the body imprint down into your mat. Full and restful. Allow the shoulders to soften, the pelvis to get a little heavier, and the feet to relax a little more. That softness in the body might just help the mind follow into the Shavasana. Gentle body, gentle mind, maybe even a gentle spirit, bright and clear. Exactly you, exactly who you are. Perfect in all the calmness, in all the work, in the exact form you're taking right now. I really encourage you to stay in this position, take your Shavasana as long as you need and want. From your laying position, or whatever position you're in, gently bring your hands to heart center. Come back to your intention. Seal it within you to take off your mat today. Give yourself permission to bring anything you learned in your practice today into the rest of your day, whether it's the smallest bit of calmness or relief